Hello, this is John Bivall with Access Arts Live, coming to you on a Wednesday evening, European time, 6 p.m., noon on the East Coast, and 9 in the morning on the West Coast, our usual time for doing live streaming, because I want to bring you up to date on all of the 6 free of charge live streams of organ recitals that we have been able to dig up for you this week, coming to you from as far away as Cornwall, England, and San Diego, California. So let's get right to it. I'm waiting here a second to get the Instagram stream going, and I will now go live on Instagram along with all of our other platforms. Great. Okay, this week we have a great lineup for you, starting with today, coming to you from Methuen Memorial Music Hall, Dana Robinson. We'll be playing a recital there. Let me put up a picture of Dana Robinson for you so you can see what it looks like. There's the man, Dana Robinson. And Dana's going to be playing at the Methuen Memorial Music Hall. This was the music hall which was built to provide the ideal acoustic and architectural environment for the organ rather than vice versa. It was the first concert organ installed in the United States in Boston in 1863, but some 20 years later, it ended up in the hands of a millionaire who bought it at auction, and he hired a top architect of the time, Henry Vaughan, to create the memorial hall to surround it. Dana Robinson teaches organ at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And let me come back to you myself now. There I am. He is also the organist at Grace Lutheran Church in Chicago. He's got a recording on the Arsis label of Bach's Orgelbüchlein, which might interest you, which he played on the Brombau organ at Christ Church in Tacoma. He's got a YouTube channel, Dana Robinson Organist, where you can hear him playing the pedal piano works of Robert Schumann. And maybe you didn't know that Robert Schumann wrote any pedal piano works. He's playing several pieces by Schumann. We'll give you the details in the comments section, along with the dates, times, and links for all of these. And he's also playing Charles Marie Widor's Symphony No. 5 in F minor, Opus 42, No. 1, for those of you who are interested in Charles Marie Widor. He's a great favorite of some people that love organist. Now, the next organist we have up after that is Emmanuel Hocde, who is smiling there in the picture, and you can see me too. He's a French guy. He's a French organist, and he will be playing at of all places, Truro Cathedral up in Cornwall Thursday. That's tomorrow at 2:10 European time, 8:10 in the morning Eastern Daylight Time, a very early 5:10 in the morning on the West Coast, but a lovely 10:10 in the evening in Australia for those of us who follow us or may run across this notice on social media. Hocde is the resident organist at the Saint Eloi Church in the 12th district of Paris. He's also an adjunct organist at another church in Paris in the 3rd district, which is called Saint-Denis du Saint-Sacrement, Saint Denis of the Holy Sacrament. And he's also a resident organist at another cathedral, Laval Cathedral in Mayenne, which has what they refer to as the great Cavalier Cole organ. I could give you his credentials as long as your arms, but let me just tell you, again, we'll give you the details in the comments. He's playing some Bach, some César Franck, some Auguste Fauchard, and a favorite of many people, he'll be playing some a toccata by Louis Vierne. That's on Thursday. Then on Friday already, we have yet another concert. I'm sorry, my notes are jumping around a little bit in front of me. And this takes us back to the United States. This takes us to St. Paul's Cathedral in San Diego. It is the main cathedral in San Diego, and it's Canon Martin Green, whom you see there on screen, who'll be playing. This is a roughly 5,000 pipe organ, and it's the oldest, it has the longest history of any organ in the San Diego area, and it's considered to be the finest in the area. We don't have the program that he'll be playing, but I can give you the times. He'll be playing Friday. That's at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, and 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast, or 10 o'clock in the evening in Europe for our European followers, and 6 in the morning in Australia, Saturday morning. Then we jump ahead from here to Sunday, in which now we have 3 different recitals from you, organ recitals for you, all free of charge as well, from Paris, from Ely Cathedral, which is near Cambridge, Mass., and then from the Washington National Cathedral in the United States. And the first of these is from the Saint Eustache Cathedral, which has the largest pipe organ in France, and it's in a lovely area of Paris called Les Halles. And sometimes when they set it up right, you can see the open doors of the cathedral back at a distance behind, off to the side behind the organ, and you can see people walking by and really feel like you're involved. I dropped by there when I was in Paris recently and was able to attend one in person, took a lot of photos. And I got to tell you, one thing I realized when I was doing that was, in some ways, the live stream is superior, because on the live stream, they get in much closer on the keyboards, and they also have a cutout where you show us pedal work at the same time. You're not going to see all that if you're at St. Eustache Church. So here is the guy playing it. It's I love the guy's name. It's Baptiste-Florian, Marle-Ouvrard, and he'll be playing the entirety of the recital. Is again Charles Marie Widor's Fifth Symphony, so Opus 42, number 5. So you get 2 chances to hear that Fifth Symphony this week. That's at 5 o'clock on Sunday European time, 11 in the morning on the East Coast, and 8 in the morning on the West Coast. Then we jump up to Ely Cathedral in near Cambridge, England, near Cambridge University, for another one just after this concert. This will be at 6:15 European time. There's the organist for you, Stanley Godfrey. It will be at 12:15 on the East Coast, and 9:15 in the morning on the West Coast. This is Stanley Godfrey. He's a graduate organ scholar at Ely Cathedral, so he's sort of on the staff. He'll be doing 2 pieces, both of them French. It's very French Sunday. They'll be doing François Couperin's Gloria in Offertory from the Messe pour les couvents, the Mass for the convents, or the sisters in the convents. And then he'll be doing Jean Langlay's Suite médiévale en forme de messe basse, which is a medieval suite in the form of a low mass, which I'm assuming is as distinct from a high mass. And then just about 2 hours after that starts, an hour. That one's at 6:15, so it'll be ending at about 7:15. In Europe, the next and final organ recital of the day is coming from the Washington National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., and that's going to be at 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday, which is 11 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, or 8 in the evening in Europe. So you have 5 o'clock, 6:15, and 8 o'clock in the evening in Europe. You have 11 o'clock, 12:15, and 2 p.m. on the East Coast, and corresponding times on the West Coast. The organist for this final free organ recital on this day is Stephen Bouzard. Now, we do not yet know what his program is going to be. We know that it's supposed to be a 2-hour-long recital, so it's going to be a big deal. Stephen is the director of music at the St. James Cathedral in Chicago, and he's also a composer. To just give you an idea of how he plays, since we don't know what he's going to play, here are some of the adjectives that people use when they're describing this guy, Stephen Bouzard, which may explain why he's got such a grin on his face there in the picture that I'm showing you. Diapason magazine said that he was dazzling. Archive Music said he was brilliant. The American Guild of Organists described him as brilliant with a virtuoso technique. The Chicago Classical Review talked about his stellar keyboard technique and finesse. So you're going to have, technical fireworks in this concert, whatever he's playing. His first album recording, I don't know if it's an album or if it's just a digital recording, is In Light or Darkness, which is available through Delos Records. Now, I need to tell you that and did I give you the time of this already? Yeah, I think I did. So it's in the link anyway. Now, the thing you want to be aware of is that he's not playing the pipe organ. They have this great, huge pipe organ, but it's under renovation. As often, every 20, 30 years, they have to renovate these pipe organs. So they're under renovation. He'll be playing what is entirely a digital organ, attempting to mimic the sound of a real organ. And you might want to tune in free of charge just to find out how well it works. The digital organ is provided by the Walker Technical Company in Pennsylvania, and they've worked on top organs around the country, like the Morven Tabernacle organ, the organ at the Lincoln Center in New York City. They're a good outfit, and it would be a good way to check that out for you. Well, that's what we have, and that's what we have of free of charge live streams. We'll give you the links and the times. We hope you will check them out. Those which are on YouTube, make sure you look for Access Arts Live in the comment section when it's open, because we will be there, and we would love to hear from you and have you just say hello and thanks, Access Arts Live, for letting me know about this live stream so I can tune in. Ciao for now, and enjoy these live streams. I will be back shortly with a quick update on a terrific chamber music contest, chamber music concert, which is going to be going on at 7:30 European time, which is, I think, 1:30 in the afternoon for those of you who are in the U.S. So you might want to check back here at about maybe 6:30 to catch my live